James Toseland from the band Toseland. Hello, nice to meet you.
How are you, right?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Good.
So, congratulations on the album.
Thank you.
Really decent job, I like it, I really do like it. How's it been received while you've been touring?
Really good. We got, basically, I wrote the album a couple of years ago now, and got the band together, and we went on tour for the first time last year. We did some amazing things. We supported the Little Angels, which was basically, I co-wrote the album with Toby Jepson, and when he invited us on to support them when they got back together again after 18 years of not playing, that was a real moment, because I was really proud that he was so proud of the album I'd done with him that he wanted us to support his band, and it's just gone from strength to strength from there. We support The Darkness, and we were on the 20th anniversary of Reef. And then we started this year with supporting Quo, the Status Quo, on the Frantic Four tour as well. You know, the boys got back together again, and we just did the gig in Glasgow last night to about 3,000-4,000 people, and it's just that's just amazing. That's just a real bonus. Is that going to be all right? So yeah, to kind of come here and do our shows. But you know, from last year, kind of we got probably up to 100 people last year. But now, this year, we've got up to 200 people, and to see the shift, now everybody's got more familiar with the songs, it's just been fantastic.
Yeah. Do you find that hard going from supporting at a much larger venue to the headlining at a much smaller one, and like you say, a smaller audience to go with, or is that...
Not really, because you know the headline shows, they're there to see your music. When you walk out to 4,000 people that you've pinched, and they're all going, who's this then? You know, wondering what the music's going to be all about, and the band. But it was great, because we knew Status Quo, it was going to be kind of like a target audience for our kind of music. And by the time we got through half the set, and we got a fantastic reception from them, we knew it was you know, a great chance to be able to play in front of so many people.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, I mean, you know, to play in front of, I mean, we had a gig in Leamington Spa, and the stage was like not even 6 inch high, and the crowd were literally closer than you are, and there was just like 200 people all singing the songs. For, you know, people are just starting to sing the songs, get into it, and now kind of coming because they know the music. Where last year everybody was stood there with their arms folded, nodding, just watching because they didn't know anything. They really just trying to connect to it.
Yeah.
But I really feel that people are connecting now, which is a great thing.
So you're at downloaded an acoustic set I downloaded last year, watched that, that was good, but like you say, a lot of people in TT t-shirts standing around like, oh, there's a biker singing, you know, yeah, that was quite...
Well, that was the first time I noticed people singing the songs.
Yeah.
Life is Beautiful was the first release we had, and Planet Rock Radio was really championing the band, and they've done an amazing thing for us in putting all the songs that we released so far on the A-list of the radio. Because it's not easy to get the songs out there to people, so they can make their own mind up to whether to like it or to get them into it or not. But the radio's done a massive help. So, and download, yeah, we were just on before Duff McKagan, I'm a massive Guns N' Roses fan. So to see the name amongst those kind of guys. We're not doing download this year, but hopefully we're going to be doing calling this year.
Oh, right.
So, with Aerosmith, so that'll be amazing as well.
So yeah, like you say, the album was a collaboration with Toby Jepson, but you hadn't heard of him and he hadn't heard of you before you started?
Not at all. I literally went up to Scarborough, I met him, and luckily he didn't know what I used to do, because being a sportsman is not easy, trying to get everybody to accept you doing something else. And all he had was, he gave me a song called Just No Way, which was one of the songs he'd had for 10 years, and Just No Way on the album is the ballad on the album. That was the only one that we didn't write together, but that was the test. He said, learn that on piano and come back and we'll see what we can do. And it was short, to say the least. Not in size. He was quite frank about it. I thought, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to work with someone like that, because he was a bit harsh. But then I came back up and I played the song. We went into the kitchen for a cup of coffee. We must have sat for 2 or 3 hours chatting about what I really wanted to do, and he got it. Obviously, I did a decent job on Just No Way for him because it was a special song for him, and the relationship just got stronger and stronger, and we became really, really good friends. And then obviously he's co-managing the band now as well, so he's been a great mentor to us.
So has Just No Way changed a lot since you did it on the piano for him? Has it changed since Stuart's album version?
Yeah, I mean, it was literally an acoustic song he wrote for his wife on a guitar. So it's a special song to him. But I learned the piano to it, and then we introduced the band and turned it into more of a rock band. So, but he loves what we've done to it.
It's interesting that that's the one, because I heard that and thought, God, that's got a real kind of old school stuff I was listening to, late 80s, early 90s stuff. It's all that. So it's interesting that that was one that he's written a while ago.
Yeah, it's really similar. The arrangement is exactly the same. The key change at the end, or the jump at the end with the vocals, is how it was as I heard it on the demo. But I just fell in love with it. As soon as I heard it and I was learning it at home, and I had to love it because I had to kind of really take it to him. But it's a standalone song on the album for sure.
And the album was funded through Pledge. Tell me a bit about that. How does that work?
Well, the album wasn't funded through Pledge. I'd done the album.
Oh, really?
It was all done. But that's what Pledge is for mainly. Is to get the funds out to be able to produce it. But I'd already done it, and because I didn't really like the cap in hand feel to Pledge at first. I don't like that. But the Pledge were like, you're not asking them for money to actually get what they're wanting because you've done it. You've finished the album for everybody. And it was just a great platform to use their database, which is so massive now, to get as much awareness out there as possible.
Right.
And the pledges were just basically extras. Meet the band, have dinner with me and Toby, come on the road with us for a gig, and all the things that the fans could actually have as an extra. But I'd already done the music, so I didn't feel like I was...
that you were, because it does have its critics Pledge. Personally, I think it's fantastic, but I know that there are some people, like you say, there's a lot of like, I want to do this and I want your money before it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that, and I was really conscious of it at first, but because I'd done it, because I'd actually finished the album, and it was just extras that we were doing for the Pledge, I felt like we'd done it in a tasteful way.
Yeah. I've seen some of the Pledge things out there, personal training session, doing that with you. Have you done that yet with the victim?
Yeah, I've done it. It was really funny because we did three training sessions, because I used to do a lot of training with my old job, and there was two kids that came along. I got to the door of the gym, no gym bag, no nothing. I'm in my shorts and my gym gear, and he says, "Oh, you don't mind if we just go for a quick coffee before we start?" No problem. So anyway, the quick coffee then went into Wetherspoons. We sat down, we get 2 pints of lager. I'm thinking, it's not really my pre-ritual for a gym session. They brought nothing. What they were trying to do was blagging onto supporters on tour.
Credit to
So they brought the gym sessions because they knew they'd see me.
So they'd have an audience.
And have an opportunity to ask me to, and I gave them the gig as well. They supported us, yeah. So that was quite funny. It was the easiest training session I've had.
Well, I was going to say, I've seen some stuff on YouTube of you doing training sessions, but was it some motorcycle
Marines?
Or something? No, it wasn't. Have you done that as well? I was just watching you take some guy around the gym, and that was...
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I think the hardest thing, I trained with the Marines one day. Ridiculous.
Really?
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
But do you still keep up that massive level of fitness that you must have had in your old job? Do you still keep it up now?
No, not to where I train, because I used to train twice a day and always try and improve myself with my fitness. And to improve yourself, you've got to go maximum every time, and that's not fun. It's never fun, but it was always necessary to do it. So now I just do it because I always enjoyed it. I never enjoyed training to that level, but I knew you had to because of the job. But I just train for fun, for the beach. I've done the marathon for 2 years for charities.
I know it's 3:14 your time.
3:03 last year.
3:03 last year.
Yeah.
Incredible times.
Yeah. Not too bad, yeah. But I used to enjoy running as part of my training.
Right.
So yeah, 3:14 the first year, 3:03 last year, and it's next weekend, and I was signed up to do it again, but the tour all came in, and I'd got a gig on the day, so I had to do it next year. But hopefully do it next year.
That's it, sport and being a rock star, they're not really to go together, are they?
I thought about doing it, but the problem that I got was, one, I've not been able to train properly at all, it's impossible with all the time, and two, I'd have to run really, really fast to be able to get to the gig.
Actually getting like 2:30.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. To get down to Southampton in time for the gig, I'd have to make the record or something, so no, it wasn't possible this year, but next year I can get back on again.
So you've got your mentoring, your commentating for MotoGP. There's talk of you doing land speed record in September. Is that still going to go
Next
ahead?
year now.
Next year now, right.
Yeah. We found some, the land speed record, we're trying to be the first person to go over 400 miles an hour on a motorcycle. So we found a bit of a fundamental problem that we're having to control the power to the rear wheel because it's a helicopter engine, a Rolls-Royce helicopter engine. So it's when basically you only have one chance a year to do it when the salt lake dries up in the Salt Lake City. And then everybody tries to do the land speed records then. Once the summer kind of dries the lake up. But because you've only got one chance and this problem kind of arose, we had to then ship it back to next September. But it's still, I've not heard much about it for a couple of months, but I've just told them, get the bike sorted. You know, I've got my helmet and leathers already, just give us a shout and I'll jump in it. But it's going to be, 376 is the old record, or current record. And we're going to try and be over 400 miles an hour.
It's in a blast that then, to get over 400 miles an hour.
Yeah, I mean, on paper the bike will do 450, possibly 500 on paper, but it's all about putting the power down and getting the grip, because you've got 5 miles to get up to speed, and then the 6 miles timed.
Right.
And then 5 miles to slow down, and then you've only got 1 hour to refuel, get the bike ready again, go back again.
Right, you get 2 chances to go out.
No, then it's averaged.
Oh right, I
Yeah,
see.
and that's the speed record, it's the average between the two, so it's pretty exciting. I mean, I haven't really said much about it because my mum's not happy and my wife's certainly not really happy about it, so it's one of them that I'm on the sidelines a bit. I'm ready to go, I'll do it, no problem.
Yeah.
But I'm leaving everybody to get it to the certain point. We should be testing hopefully in about 2 months.
So you've still got, I can see it in your eyes, you've still got that competitive, that drive thing. It's pretty, that's pretty intense.
Yeah, I mean, because the wrist is knackered and it doesn't bend at all on me, this was my option, or it was an opportunity to still get something at a world level, motorcycle racing. I can't do it anymore with racing, actual racing, what I used to do, but it's a motorcycle, it's a world championship record, and that kind of really appealed to me, so we'll see.
So you got all this going on, what do you do when you want to relax?
Well, the band and music is absolute priority, I'm doing a bit of presenting with Melanie Sykes on BT Sport for MotoGP, which is fantastic, but that'll just be if and when gigs coming in and out.